Good morning friends, welcome back to Panika Tutorials. In the last video, I have discussed about a string, how to declare a string, what are the various methods are there in the string class. I hope you have watched that video. If you did not watch that video or if you don't know the strings concept in Java, I sincerely request you to go back and watch that video and come back to this video. In this video, I want to discuss what are the limitations with the string class, then how those limitations have been handled in the string buffer, and what are the methods are there in the string buffer class. All these concepts I will discuss in detail for you. So I sincerely request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. Now you know what is a string. String is a collection of characters. Now you can ask me, sir, is a string is a class or it is a data type? String is a class, and every class in Java we can even call it as a data type. So string is both a class and a data type. And then we have discussed how can you declare a string in three ways. Like one way is that you need to write the string where S should be capital letter, and then you can write the variable name. I am writing it as S, and then you can assign some value. Suppose if I am writing it as Parnika Tutorials, let's say that I am writing Parnika. Okay, now the string Parnika will be stored in the variable called S, which data type is string. Okay, now you know that the Parnika is stored as a collection of characters, and each one is starting at index 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally it has 7 characters. Okay. Now the point I want to highlight, or what are the limitations with the string, is the string is immutable. The string is immutable. Immutable means you cannot modify the content which you have assigned to the variable S, who is a data type. Suppose if you write string S is equal to Parnika, then you cannot modify this content. That is what the meaning of immutable. If it is mutable, you can change it or you can modify it. Okay. Now, if I want to display the content which is there in the variable S, I can write system dot out dot println. Okay. And if I write yes, ends with a semicolon, then I will get the output as Parnika here. And if I write system dot out dot println, if I want to find the hash code of this object, remember one thing. What is the meaning of hash code? Hash code represents the internal address for an object. Every object has a unique hash code because it is an internal address which is represents in the form of an integer. So if I want to find the hash code of the object S, then I can write S dot hash code method. So as it is a method, I need to write the hash in the lower case, and she should be the psi, because code is the second word. The second word, the first character should be uppercase. So you need to write C in the uppercase. Now if you write it, it will give some integer value. Okay, because hash code represents the internal address for an object. Now let's take that. I am writing S is equal to now Java. So what it is actually happening? You are modifying the string which is there in the variable S from Parnika to Java. Then we have discussed that strings is immutable in Java, means you cannot modify. Then lot of people will think that it will give an error. No, it will not give an error. If you try to print the value which is there in the variable S, then even it will give you Java also. Okay, if you write this statement, it will print the output as Java. So you can ask me, sir, you said it is immutable, and even you told the word meaning immutable is you cannot modify. Now S is having the string called Pernica previously. Now you have modified to Java, and even you are saying that it will display the output as Java. Then it is mutable. We are changing from Pernica to Java, which is there in the variable S. Then how can you say it is immutable? You are confusing us. That is what a lot of people will think. No, it is not mutable. It is immutable only. How can I prove? Let me discuss now. I will write system dot out dot println s dot hash code. Again, I am trying to find the internal address of this object S. Then it will give a different integer which was given earlier. So whatever the address is given in this scenario and whatever the address which gives here, both will be different. Then what is the meaning is that whenever you have created an object for the string class and assigned some string, then in some memory location this Pernica will be stored, and the hash code, the integer, will represents the address of this one. Now when you are changing the content, even the memory location will change, because string object you cannot mute it. It is immutable. So when you are muting it, okay, then what will happen? The internal address for this object also will change. Okay, so it is not modifying the content. Previously the hash code will be in this integer value, but when you are modifying, then what is happening? The internal address is also changing. So that's why whatever the hash code will print here and whatever the hash code will print here, both will be different. Is it clear? But when it is string buffer, it is mutable. I will discuss about the string buffer. I hope you have understood the limitations of the string. Okay, string is immutable. Now let me discuss about the string buffer. The string buffer is also useful for you to store a string, and it is also a class. The only difference between the string buffer and string is immutable. Already we have discussed that point. String class is immutable, whereas string buffer is mutable. You can modify the content. Now first let me discuss how can you declare the object for the string buffer. There are two ways. First way is that I will write string buffer. See, there is no space. As it is a class, remember one thing. In a class in Java, if you have multiple words, in each word the first character will be in uppercase. If it is a method, the second word, third word, so on, the first character will be in uppercase. Suppose let's take that hash code is a method. Now hash code is having the two words called hash and code. So in the second word, the first character will be in uppercase. Even if it is having a third word, then third word first character will be in uppercase. But in the class, each word, the first character will be in uppercase. So this is what we'll call it as conventions in the Java, or name conventions in Java. So string buffer is a class, and let me create an object called yes. Then I will write new string buffer, and here you can write in braces whatever the string you want to give. Let me give the string as Pernica. So this is the one way to create an object and assign some string to the string buffer. Okay, so this is the first way. Then what is the second way is that you can create an object for the string buffer class. Let me write here s1 is equal to new string buffer. Then here you make it empty. Then you can write s1 dot append some, let's take that Java. Then S will have the string called Pernica, and S1 will have the string called Java. Is it clear? I hope you have understood. These are the two ways you can create an object for the string buffer class and assign some string to it. Okay. Now let me prove that string buffer is mutable, means we can modify it. Okay. I will create an object for the string buffer. So string buffer s is equal to new string buffer, and here I will write Parnika. Here I will write Parnika. And if I print the string which is there in the object yes, okay, then I will get the output as Parnika. Let me write that code. System.out.println. If I write yes, then it will display the output as Parnika for you. Even if you try to get the hash code of the object yes, you can do it. So how you can do? Yes dot, you can use the hash code method where C should be capital letter. Okay, it will give you an integer which represents an internal address for the object. Now if I write s is equal to, let me write here Java course. Now you are modifying the string which is there in the object yes from Parnika to Java course. If it is a string class, then hash code will vary. But if it is a string buffer, the hash code will be same because string buffer is mutable. Let me write that one. If I write system.out.println, yes, in this case, it will display the output as Java course. If I write the hash code system.out.println s dot hash code, where C should be capital letter, then it will give you some integer. Whatever the hash code it is giving here and here, both will be equal because the string buffer is mutable. You can modify the content which is there in the object. So that's why the hash code which is printing here and the hash code printing here, both will be same. I hope you have understood about the string buffer. Now let me discuss about various methods in string buffer class. String buffer class supports various methods. The methods are listed down here. You have append, and then you have the insert, delete, toString, length, index of, last index of, replace, substring, and then substring with having two arguments. So both methods will be different. Now let me discuss each one in detail. Already we have discussed about the append method. Now let me discuss again. Okay. So what I will do, I will create an object for the string buffer class. So I will write string buffer some s is equal to new string buffer, and I will making it empty. Then if I write s dot append, it will take one argument which is value. So I am writing here as a Parnika. Okay. Then if I write system dot out dot println, I will get the println yes, then I will get the output as Parnika. Similarly, if I write s dot append, now what I will do is that I will give tutorials, but what I will do before T, I will give one space and then I will write the tutorials. Then if I write again system dot out dot println, then I will get the output as ln yes, then I will get the output as Parnika space tutorials. So this is what the append method will do. Append method will add to the existing string, whatever your content you are giving, that content will be added. Appended means added at the last. Is it clear? You can give any data type. You can give a boolean here, you can give some integer constant, anything you can give, that will be added to this one. Is it clear? So I hope you have understood about the append method. Now let me discuss about insert method. So to do that one, what I will do is that I will erase this content. Now you have already the string called Parnika in the string buffer object S. Now if I write S dot insert, okay, it takes two arguments. One is the index, let me take it as 2, and then value. Okay, I'm taking a string called YouTube. Now what will happen is that you have the string called Parnika initially, okay, and you know that always the index will start from 0, so it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because totally you have 7 characters, so that's why the index from 0 to 6 it will be there. Now what you are saying, s dot insert 2 comma YouTube you have provided, so you will get PA, and then at the second index you are inserting the YouTube. So here YouTube will come, and then RNIKA will come. So at the index 2 you are inserting the string with, that is what, value. So YouTube you are inserting. So now the index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So totally you have 14 characters. I hope you have understood insert at a particular index what you want to insert. So it will go to that particular index and insert that whatever the value you have provided here. I hope you have understood about the insert method. Now let me discuss about the delete method. Delete method will take two arguments. Okay, one is the index 1 and second one is the index 2. So how it will work, let me discuss it with you all. If I write s dot delete, if I write s dot delete, I need to provide two values. Both are integers. So because that's why it is index 1 and index 2. Let me write index 2 comma 5. Okay, so what it will happen is that from the second index to the fourth index, whatever the content is there, that will be removed and remaining thing will be displayed. Suppose if I write system.out.println, then let me discuss println, yes, then let me discuss what will be the output. See, initially you have Parnika, okay, and it is starting from 0th index, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what you are saying, from second index from here, fifth index, but fifth index will be excluded. See, if you are providing the starting index and the ending index, then it will exclude the ending index. So it will go up to the fourth index. Okay, whatever the content is there, that will be removed and the remaining content will be displayed. So you will get output as PAKA. So this is the output it will display. I hope you have understood. So the delete method will take two arguments, the starting index and the ending index. From the starting index to the ending index minus 1, up to that one, whatever the content is there, that will be removed, because it is saying delete. So it will be deleted and the remaining content will be displayed. I hope you have understood about the delete method. Now let me discuss about the toString method. Look at the append, insert and delete. The return type is string buffer, but whereas toString return type is string. So what it will do is that it will convert the string buffer object to the string. And you know that string buffer is mutable, whereas string is immutable. So any object which is already string buffer, you are converting into string. So if I write string s1 is equal to, because its return type is string, so that's why you need to write string s1 is equal to s dot to string. Okay, then what will happen is that it will become string. Already it is a string buffer, now you are making it into a string. I hope you have understood about the two strings. So you know that string buffer is immutable. Oh, sorry, string buffer is mutable and string is immutable. So if you change the content, then hash code will change in the string class, but whereas in string buffer class it will not change. Now let me discuss about length method. The length method will give you the number of characters. Okay, that's why its return type is an integer. So if I write system dot out dot println, if I write system dot out dot println s dot length, then how many characters are there? That will be the output, it will be displayed. How many characters are there in the string called Parnika? 7 characters are there. So this will display the output as 7. You can directly write like this, or you can take some integer variable and then you can write s dot length, and you can display the variable called len, system dot out dot println, and len variable which is an integer. So this also will produce the output as 7. Okay, I hope you have understood. So length method will compute the number of characters which are there in the string and it will return an integer value. Already these method length, index of, last index, substring, and this substring already we have discussed in the string class. Anyway, let me discuss it again for you. Now let me discuss about index of method. The index of method will tell you at which index whatever the character you are giving. Is it clear? So it will return an integer value. Suppose let's take that if I write int sum l is equal to, if I write s dot index of, so where O should be in capital letters, and if you write A, then look at here in the Parnika, A is there at the 1 index and at the 6th index also. Then you are asking A is there at which index? Will it display the output as 1 or will it display the output as 6? Now let me discuss with you all. If I write system dot out dot println and if I write L, then it will display the output as 1 for you, because the character A is there at the index 1 and index 6. So the index of method will display the first time where the A character is there, at which index it is there. But if you write last index in place of index of, if I write last index, then last time where it is occurring. So last last index where I should be capital and O should be capital, and of O should be capital. If I write A, then if I write system.out.println, in this case it will display the output as 6, because the last index will give you, if it is repeating multiple times, when it is occurring last time. Okay, that will be displayed. Index of will give you the first time when it is occurring, last index will give you last time. If it is multiple times, if it is single time, both will give the same output for you. If let's take that if I am writing index of P and last index of P, as P is only 1, so both will give the output as 0. Now let me discuss about the replace method. Replace method will take 3 arguments. 2 are integers and another one is string, and its return type is string buffer. Okay, now let me write here s dot replace, I am giving 2 and then 4. Okay, so 2 indexes, because from the second index to the third index. So if I write AB is the string, okay, then what will happen? You have the string called Parnika and it is starting from index 0. You know that every string will start from the index 0. So what they are telling, from the second index to the 4. 4 means last but 1. So 4 minus 1, 3. Is it clear? See, whenever you write the last index, okay, it will be minus 1. This will be excluding, where 2 will be includes and 4 will be excluded. Okay, so in place of R and N, you are replacing AB. So then it will give you as PA, AB, IKA. Now let me discuss about the substring method, which will take only one argument. So if I write S dot substring, where this S and this S is in lowercase. Don't consider this S will be in uppercase. Okay, this S and this S is lowercase, meaning is that substring is a single word. Okay, and if I write 2, meaning is that from the second index I want till the last, whatever the string is that I want to display. Suppose if I write system dot out dot println, that portion of the string I want. Okay, so what will be the output is, see, Parnika, you know that every string will start from the index 0. Now what you are saying, from second index, so from second index till last, whatever the string is there that I want to display. So that's why it will display as RNIKA. I hope you have understood. Substring will, if you give only one index, from that index till the last, whatever the characters are there, that will be displayed as an output. But if I, in place of one argument, if I give two arguments, okay, suppose let's say that if I am giving two arguments, 2 comma some, suppose let's take that 6, then this method you are using. If I write system dot out dot println, yes, then what will be the output is, see, Parnika is there from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From second index, from R, 6, but you need to exclude the 6. So up to the 5th index, whatever the string is there, that will be displayed as an output. So R and IK will be given as an output. Suppose a substring, if you are giving two arguments, starting index and last index, so this you can consider it as a starting index and this will be your last index. Then last index it will exclude. So if I write 2 comma 6, from the second index to the 5th index, whatever the string is there, that will be displayed as an output. So I hope you have understood what is the purpose of string buffer, what are the limitations of the string, and what are the various methods the string buffer will support. For better understanding, I will execute all these methods in the desktop and show the output for you. Now let me have a class called string ex and open the class, and then I will write public static void main string aux. And you know that string class is immutable, you cannot modify. So that I will show with an example. So to do that one, what I will do, I will create an object for the string class, okay, and have the value called Parnika tutorials. Okay, if I write system dot out dot println, if I write yes, and then system dot out dot println s1 dot hash code. So what is the purpose of hash code? Hash code will give an integer which is an internal address of the object. Okay, and now I am writing s is equal to, instead of Parnika tutorials, I am writing it as a YouTube channel. Okay, ends with semicolon. Again I will try to print the value which is there in the variable s and its hash code. Okay, let me close the main function and I will close the class. I will save the program and open the command prompt. as the program is there in the desktop Java programs, so I used the cd command to change the directory. Now let me compile the program string ex dot java. There are no errors. Now let me run the program java string ex. See, I got the output as Parnika tutorials and hash code I got. Then I got YouTube channel, so the content is modified and even the hash code is also modified. So with this one, I hope you have understood the string class is immutable. You cannot modify the content. Once you are trying to modify the content, the hash code also will change. Now let me come to the string buffer class. You know that you can create object for the string buffer like string buffer new is equal to string buffer, and you can write the content here like Parnika tutorials. Okay, this is the one way. Another way is that you can write string buffer s1 is equal to new string buffer I have like YouTube. Okay, then what I am doing is that I am writing system dot out dot println yes, and system dot out dot println s1, and then system dot out dot println s1's hash code. So I can write s1 dot hash code. Okay, I am calling the hash code method using the object yes. Then similarly I am getting the hash code of s1 object. Okay, now what I will do is that I will add more content. So I am changing the content which is there in the object s and s1. So I can use the append method. Okay, oh, this is not the second way. I need to make it in the second way. Means, see, one way is I am having the string inside, and the second way is s1 dot append. Here I can write YouTube. I am really sorry for it. Okay, then in this case here it will display the output as Parnika tutorials, and here it will display the output as YouTube. Okay, for yes already Parnika tutorials is there. I am adding Java. Okay, and then for s1 already YouTube is there. I am adding channel. Okay, so now what will be the output if you are writing again? Copy the statements and paste it again here. So yes is already having Parnika tutorials and you are writing append Java, so Java will be added, and already s1 is having the string called YouTube, and then you are appending channel. So this will be the output. Let me save it and we will see the hash code. As you are modifying the content, is the hash codes will change or not before and after. So what I will do, I will clear the screen and compile the program again. Okay, as you have modified the program, you need to compile it again. So Java C string ex.java. There are no errors. Let me run the program. See, look at here. First time you got Parnika tutorials in the yes, and then s1 is having the YouTube, and their hash codes you got. If you observe clearly, 15235 54304, and after that also the hash code is same, and here also 1175962212, again the hash code is same, but the content is modified. Previously you have Parnika tutorials, now you have Parnika tutorials Java. Previously you have YouTube, now you have the YouTube channel. So I hope you have understood. What is the point here I want to say is string buffer is mutable. You can modify the content, whereas string is immutable. The hash code will change, but here the hash codes will not change. Now let me discuss about all the methods which are there in the string buffer class. Already we have discussed about the append method. The append method will add the content. That I will not discuss again with you all. So in place of Pernica tutorials, I will give only Pernica, and then using this Pernica I will discuss all the methods. Now first let me discuss about the insert method. So what I will write is that s dot insert, okay, let me simply write system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println, and I will write s dot insert, okay. It will take two arguments, one is the index and the next one is that YouTube or string. Not, it will not take YouTube, it will take a value. So it takes two arguments, insert method, one is the index and another one is a value. So now look at here, already you have PA at 0 and 1 index, then at second index R is there, from the second index you will have the YouTube, then RINKA, it will come as an output if you execute this program. Is it clear? So what I have done, inside the system.out.println only I have given, so it will display that point. So let me compile the program. So I will open the command prompt and I will go to the Java programs in the desktop and I will write javac string ex.java. There are no errors. Now let me run the program, string ex. See, I got the output as PA, YouTube, RNIKA. Whatever I have guessed, I got the output. So now let me discuss about the next method, which is delete method. Okay, s dot delete, it will take two arguments. The first argument is the beginning index and the second one is the end index. If I write 2 comma 5, okay, then what will happen? PA, okay, from the second index to fourth index, whatever it is there, that will be removed. Okay, so R is there at the, suppose let me write here, let me write Pernica. So you know that P is there at the 0th index, A is there at 1 index, 2, R is there at second index, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what will happen is that from second index, so from R till fourth index is 2, 3, 4. Okay, so R and I will be removed and the output will be PAKA. I hope you are able to understand. If you give the end index as 5, that index will not be included, it will exclude. So from the second index to the fourth index, whatever the content is there, R, N, I will be deleted. Okay, remaining content will be displayed. Let me clear the screen and then again compile the program. See, whenever you are modify the program, you need to compile it. Okay, then let me run the program. Look at here, you got the output as PAKA. Whatever I have guessed, it came. Now let me discuss the next method, which is a reverse. Okay, so what it will do, the reverse method, what it will do is that, maybe on the board I have not discussed this reverse method. It will reverse the string and display the output. Okay, okay, so Pernica is there, so it will be reversed. So AK, IN, ARAP. So this will be the output it will display. So whatever the string is there, it will reverse and it will display the output. Let me clear the screen and compile the program again. There are no errors. Let me run the program again. See, we got the output as AKINRAP. So Pernica is reversed. Okay, so this is about the reverse method. Now let me discuss about the toString. It will convert the string buffer object to the string object. So I will write string S1. So because its return type is string, and I will write s dot toString. Okay, it will reverse, means it will convert the string buffer object to the string object, okay, string class object. Okay, so this is the use of the toString. Now let me discuss the next method, which is computing the length. Length will return the an integer value, so I will write int len is equal to s dot length. Okay, then if I write system dot out dot print ln, and if I write len, now how many characters are there? PAR 3, NIKA is 4. So 3 plus 4, 7 characters are there. So this program will give you the output as 7. Okay, let me clear the screen, and again I will compile the program, and again I will run the program. Okay, see, I got the output as 7. So the length function or the method, okay, because whenever we are using the class, you need to use the word called method. So length method will compute the number of characters. Suppose let's take that here I am giving Parnika tutorials, then in that case it will even include the space. So Parnika is 7, space is 8, T9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It will display the output as 17 because Parnika is 7 characters, TUTO is 4, RIALS is 5, so total 9, 9 plus 7 is 16, and space is 17. So this program will give the output as 17. Let me clear the screen and let me compile the program. There are no errors. Now let me execute the program. See, I got the output as 17. So whenever there is a space, even the space will be considered as one character. So with this one, I hope you have understood about the length. Now let me discuss about the index of and then last index of methods. Okay. Now what I will do is that system dot out dot println, let me simply take Parnika only, and then I will use s dot index of, where O should be capital letter, and I am giving A. Now look at here, where is the A is there? A is here and A is here. So A is there at the index 1 and the index 6, but this index of will give you the starting index, so it will display the output as 1. Look at here, let me clear the screen and again compile the program. There are no errors. Now let me execute the program. See, I got the output as 1. So A is there at the multiple index, but it will give you the starting index. But if you want to find the last index, then you can use the last index method, last index of. Then in this case, it will give the output as 6 for you. Let me clear the screen and compile the program, and let me run it again. See, I got the output as 6. So this is the difference between the index of and last index of. Now let me discuss about the replace method. So I will write s dot replace, and replace will take 3 arguments. Okay, the first 2 are the indexes. So from 2 to the 4th index, I will give AB. Okay, now whenever you give the last index, that last index will not be included. So from the 2nd index to the 3rd index, so 2 characters, which is RN, will be replaced with AB. So you have Parnika, at the 2nd index you have R, at the 3rd index you have N. In place of that one, AB will come. So you will get the output as PAABNIKA. Let me show the output for you. What I will do, I will clear the screen and compile the program, and then I will execute the program. See, I got PAABIKA. Now instead of AB, I will give only A. Now let me compile the program and let's see what will be the output. See, I got PAAIKA I got. Is it clear? So I hope you have understood. Only in place of Rn, you will get only A. So only that one is been replaced. In place of Rn, it is replaced only as A. If you are giving less, then in place of these two, you will get only that one. Suppose if you give A, B, C, then it will give the output as in place of PA, in place of Rn, it will give as ABC, and then it will give you IKA. Let me save this program and then clear the screen, and let me compile the program and run it again. See, as I said earlier, I got PA, ABC, IKA. This is the output. Okay, so this is about the replace method. Now let me discuss about the substring. Okay, we have two methods for the substring. One method will take only one argument and another method will take two arguments. Now first method will take only one argument, which is the starting index. So from the index 2 in the Pernica, okay, from R till the last, so it will give the output as RNIKA. Let me execute the program. Before executing, let me save it. Okay, I will clear the screen and let me compile the program. There are no errors. Now let me run the program. As I said earlier, I got the output as RNIKA. Now let me give the two indexes, okay, 2 to 5. Then in that case, from second index to the fourth index, so which is R at the second index, N is at the third index, I is at the fourth index. So see, whenever you are taking last index, it will not include that last index, it will exclude it. So even if you write 5, it will be up to fourth index. So RNI will be given as an output. Let me save it and clear the screen, and then let me compile the program. There are no errors. Let me run the program. See, as I said earlier, I got the output as RNI. So with this explanation, I hope you have understood about the limitations of the string class, and then those limitations how we have overcome in the string buffer class, and various methods such as append, insert, replace, and then delete, toString, length, substring. All these things I have discussed. I hope it is clear for you. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.